For some fortunate acharyas, they say, oh, this lila is there, let me meditate on this lila in my Siddha Sarup. Then they go there. They enter that plane. As yogis can do astral travel, and they can leave their body in one place and they can travel to different planets. And the body is connected by a subtle cord. It's a cord, like a string, some kind of string which connects the gross body sitting in asana in a cave, and the subtle body which is traveling with the Atma to another planet. This is a great yoga city to go to other planets. So if the yogis can do that, what about the premi bhakti yogis? They're not interested in any jagat or planet or, let's say, grahan of this universe. They're interested in going into the inner layer of the highest state of consciousness, which is everywhere. They don't have to go anywhere. They can stay embodied within their own bodies. Of course, it really is the same. It looks the same. They're both sitting still, and one is in a tapaloka or some other swargaloka, or gone off somewhere to pick a pomegranate from Afghanistan. Once Prabhupada was in Calcutta, and a mystic yogi, came to visit him, and Abai was a young boy, so Prabhupada said, Abai, he's a mystic yogi. There's 8 siddhis. One of the cities is Kamavasita. Means whatever you desire, he can fulfill. So what do you want? And Abai, he remembers that once in a while, sometimes coming to Calcutta will be some very tasty and big, sweet, tasty red pomegranates called anar. And they come from Kabul. Kabul is, I don't know, somewhere, Afghanistan possibly, which is pretty far from Calcutta. So Abai said, I want a Afghanistani pomegranate. So the yogi said, all right. And he went in the other room and he said, you just wait. And he sat there and he went there and broke off a branch. And then he said, okay, come in. And they went inside. There was a branch from a tree and there were pomegranates on it. The commentaries enter this transcendental sphere. So the gopis are explaining, you serve the Paramatma, you serve the body of your husband, then he dies, and where does it end up? You just take him to the funeral, and the funeral pyre, and you burn him up, and his face is full of smoke. So then they say, so we see you as the Paramatma personified before us, so your instruction is serve all different gurus. Our mother-in-law is a guru, our mother is a guru, our teacher's a guru, our husband's a guru. But you are the sum total of all gurus because you are the Jagat Guru, Adi Guru, and you are the Paramatma himself personified. So therefore we fulfill your order to serve our superiors, which means to serve our guru, and we fulfill your order to serve the Paramatma by staying right here with you and kissing you and hugging you and dancing in bliss throughout the night with you. So Krishna's like, wow. Then they go even further. They say, anyway, not only, and even though you say, we're giving you the logic that after they die, we would take our husbands and be burned up and they'd be all black. But since our husbands and mother-in-laws and sister-in-laws are opposed to you, they're already dead. That's what he says. Because they stand in opposition, they will not let us follow you, or the Parampati and the Paramatma. They already have their faces burned in the funeral pyre. So, because if they die, they're burned up and then they won't be in opposition to you serving Krishna. But because they're alive and they're in opposition, the gopis saying they're already dead. And that's proven by the fact that they no longer follow their superiors. Because their superiors said, don't go. And they said, get lost. And they were standing with sticks in their hands, their brother-in-laws and fathers. But the Nitya Siddhas just pushed them like this, and we're going. And they ran out. Oh, this is there. Some were restrained, but they were all meeting opposition. It's not like the gopis were going out, the Nityasiddhas were leaving their husbands and houses. Oh yeah, go ahead, Hey, by the way, here's a garland. This is Amaniya. This is Amaniya garland. Can you give this to Krishna when you meet him? Oh, you're going to see your illicit lover. Oh, that's nice, and you're my wife. Here's a box of chocolates. Can you give? So they were like, it says in Bhagavatam, they were standing with clubs and sticks by the door to beat them. You can't go! The sister-in-law, they said, and they just, I don't know, like Lolita probably just sneezed on them, or blew, poof, and they all just blew away, and she ran out. You imagine trying to stop Lolita?